Not all superheroes wear capes, and not all superpowers are mystical, alien, or caused by radioactive spiders. Sometimes, just sometimes, a creature is born with incredible powers so astounding it's nearly unthinkable. Believe it or not, we're not talking about science fiction. We're talking about animals with amazing camouflage superpowers. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? You'll find out. Be sure to keep your ears open for our quiz question during this video. Get ready to test your super knowledge. We're not trying to camouflage ourselves, we love to be seen. You can tell by that bright red subscribe button. Give it a click and you'll never miss out on amazing content from the richest ever again. Chameleon. Let's start with the most obvious one, the chameleon. These colorful lizards are part of the iguana suborder. They are easily recognized by their swaying gait and gripping feet. They are also known for their ability to move each of their eyes independently. This unique ability allows chameleons to look in two directions at once and gives them a full 360-degree view of their surroundings. Most chameleons are found in Africa, Madagascar, Southern Europe, and parts of Southern Asia. In recent years, they have also been introduced to Florida, Hawaii, and California. They come in many different shapes, sizes, and even colors. However, despite popular belief, not all chameleons can change color to match their surroundings. Different species are able to vary their coloration and skin patterns to better match their environment. They use a combination of green, blue, red, pink, orange, brown, black, purple, turquoise, and yellow to camouflage themselves. While this ability provides them with protection from predators, it is also used in social signaling. Chameleons will also change their color in order to attract mates or to ward off their competition. They may even change color depending on their mood, the temperature, and to sneak up on the insects they prey upon. Leaf-tailed gecko. Found only on the island of Madagascar, these amazing leaf-tailed geckos are masters of disguise. These hide-and-seek champions grow between 2.6 inches all the way up to 6 inches in total length, from the tip of their snouts to the end of their unique tails. True to their name, the leaf-tailed gecko's tail is completely flat and resembles a dead leaf. There are even notches in their tails which complete the deception, making them almost completely indistinguishable from a decaying leaf on the forest floor. When standing still, these tiny creatures are practically invisible. They are most often mottled brown in color with a yellowish-white line down their backs and on their legs. However, they can also come in hues of orange, tan, purple, and yellow. The leaf-tailed gecko is nocturnal, so it has remarkably large eyes for its size. In addition to their astounding camouflage skills, these geckos also have a couple of other tricks up their scaly sleeves. They can flatten their bodies, which reduces their shadow, making them harder to spot. They can also shed their tails, which confuses predators. They thrive on a diet of crickets and moths, but will also eat other insects. Mimic octopus. At a glance, you wouldn't think that a creature with bright white stripes would be able to camouflage itself efficiently on the ocean floor. However, the mimic octopus is out to prove us all wrong. They are an Indo-Pacific species of octopus that are capable of mimicking other aquatic creatures and their surroundings. Not only can they change their color and texture in order to blend in, they can also contort their bodies to resemble rocks, coral, and other fish. The mimic octopus is the only currently known marine animal capable of this amazing feat of camouflage. While there are other creatures with similar abilities, the mimic octopus is the only one able to impersonate such a wide variety of other animals. They were first discovered in 1998 by a group of scientists off the coast of Sulawesi, Indonesia. They are a smaller species of octopus as they only reach a total length of roughly 2 feet. When they are calm, their natural color ranges from light brown to beige with white stripes. Its primary prey are crabs, small fish, and worms. In order to sneak up on them, the mimic octopus may even imitate a crab looking for a mate to trick its prey. Barren caterpillar. After emerging from its cocoon, the barren butterfly is able to disguise itself against the brown bark of a tree. However, while the fully mature butterfly has a pretty impressive camouflage, it has nothing on its earlier stages. Barrens lay their eggs on the leaves of the Mangifera indica plant. Each egg has a hemispherical shape and the surface is covered with hexagonal depressions. When freshly laid, the eggs are pale green, but within a few hours they darken but remain hidden. After 5 days, the barren caterpillar emerges. It eats its eggshell before moving on to the leaf that acted as its host. It begins its life with a yellowish-green body color as well as 10 long black hair-like protuberances. As it grows, its color changes to a darker green as the protuberances lighten. By the third day, it blends completely into the leaf it has called home. The hairy protuberances have multiplied considerably and now resemble the fine lines within the leaf, causing the caterpillar to all but disappear, especially since its body is nearly indistinguishable from the stem of the plant. Its camouflage is so perfect that even staring at a photo of the caterpillar, it can be rather tricky to spot. Pygmy seahorse. These teeny tiny creatures come by their name, honestly, that's for sure. They are among some of the smallest species of seahorse in the world. The pygmy seahorse typically measures less than 2 centimeters in height. They are found in Southeast Asia and live exclusively in what is known as the Coral Triangle. They were first discovered in 1969, living amongst the fan coral. In fact, they were discovered by accident. Their natural camouflage is so elaborate that scientists didn't even notice them at first. They had brought a specimen of the coral the seahorses live on into a laboratory and were in the process of examining it when they discovered 2 tiny seahorses. In addition to being very small, pygmy seahorses match the color of their coral homes perfectly. They even have tiny protruding spots similar to those on the coral. Unlike other seahorses, these pygmy versions have a single gill opening on the back of their heads instead of 2 on either side. Males carry their young, as most seahorses do, but unlike other species, he broods his young inside his trunk instead of a pouch on his tail. They can appear in slightly different colors depending what type of coral they live among. In order to escape from predators, many animals have developed different types of camouflage to keep them safe. In the grasslands of Africa, even animals that you would imagine to stick out like a sore thumb have adapted. What is the type of camouflage a zebra uses? The answer is coming up. Decorator crab. We're all guilty of over-accessorizing at times, but one crab found in the waters around South Africa, Australia, Indonesia, and the Caribbean does it on purpose. While it may come across as simply fabulous, the decorator crab, sometimes known as the dresser crab, actually uses its elaborate fashion sense for camouflage. Shimming along the ocean floor, the decorator crab picks up pieces of rock, coral, shells, and whatever else it can find and attaches them to its back. These imaginative accessories not only hide the crabs, but also ward off predators. Some decorator crabs will even pick anemones or sea urchins off their rocks and attach them to their backs as a defensive shield. When standing still, these crabs look no different than their surrounding environment. However, like any fashionista, decorator crabs are quite finicky. They are known to switch up their looks frequently and are always on the lookout for new accessories to attach to their Velcro-like hooked sea tie, the curved hairs which firmly attach their treasures to their backs. Sometimes they will even attach chemically noxious or otherwise repugnant material like toxic seaweed to ward off their predators. They also prefer shallow waters with little to no current so that their fancy clothes aren't disturbed. Tawny frogmouth. Native to Australia, these nocturnal birds are often mistaken for owls. The tawny frogmouth, however, is actually related to the nightjar. One reason that tawny frogmouths are mistaken for owls is their eyes, which are large, forward-facing, and yellow. Their colors range between 3 distinct color morphs such as light gray, silver gray with black streaks, and dark gray. Females can also be a chestnut brown color. Their plumage acts as camouflage and they tend to perch low on tree branches during the day. Their coloring allows them to blend in with the trees as they are patterned with black, white, and brown streaks and mottles amongst their otherwise gray feathers. Oftentimes, the tawny frogmouth will select a broken branch to perch on. Once it has landed, it will thrust its head upwards at an acute angle using its large, broad beak to emphasize its remarkable resemblance to a piece of the tree. They will remain perfectly still unless approached. They will then either take flight if they perceive a threat or try to ward off whatever is approaching. If they are nesting nearby, an adult tawny will give a cry to warn chicks to stay still and silent. Leafy sea dragon. The leafy sea dragon, also known fondly as leafies, may look like a seahorse, but it is only loosely related. In fact, these marine fish are more closely related to the pipefish. They are most often found near the southern and western coasts of Australia. Despite its appearance, only the pectoral fin on the ridge of its neck and the dorsal fin near its tail propel the leafy sea dragon through the ocean. These fins are nearly transparent and difficult to see. The rest of its fin-like appendages are used for camouflage. These creatures move quite slowly through the waves, giving them the appearance of drifting seaweed. They can also change their color to match their surroundings, but this depends heavily on their diet, age, and stress levels. They get part of their name from their dragon-like appearance, and the rest comes from their otherwise leafy look. They're relatively small, only growing to roughly 9.5 inches as adults. They feed on small crustaceans and plankton. Unlike seahorses, the leafy sea dragon cannot coil its tail or grasp onto plants and rocks. They are solitary creatures, only coming together when a male must court a female in order to reproduce. Sidewinder snake. Also known as the horned rattlesnake, the sidewinder is a venomous pit viper from the desert regions of the United States and northwestern Mexico. They measure between 17 to 30 inches in length, making them one of the smaller species of rattlesnake. They have earned their horn description because of the raised supraocular scales above their eyes. There has been some debate as to whether these ridges are meant to shade their eyes from the harsh sun or to prevent sand from drifting into their eyes. Unlike some other snakes, the sidewinder doesn't hide itself in a box, it buries itself in the sand. Thanks to its cream, ash gray, pinkish, or yellowish-brown coloring, it becomes nearly invisible against the desert backdrop. This camouflage helps protect it from predators but allows it to ambush its prey. The sidewinder gets its name from its unique form of locomotion. Instead of moving in an S pattern like many other snakes, these unusual reptiles move in a J instead. They are found throughout southern Nevada, eastern California, southwestern Utah, and western Arizona. Given their expert ability to blend into their surroundings, it's always best to watch your step when venturing through their territory. Stonefish. If you're ever swimming in the reefs around the Indian or Pacific Oceans and see the reef looking back, swim away. Stonefish blend in perfectly to their surroundings and are among the most venomous fish on the planet. These grumpy fish have potent neurotoxins contained within their needle-like dorsal fins, which rise up when disturbed or if threatened by approaching danger. True to their name, stonefish resemble mottled gray or brown stones. They remain stationary, which further cements their rock-like appearance. They only move if provoked, either by predator or prey. More often than not, swimmers moving through shallow water may never even see them before it's too late. Stepping on a stonefish is extremely painful and can even be life-threatening if the sting is left untreated. Thankfully, there has only been one reported casualty since 1915. Considering that a stonefish can also survive for up to 24 hours out of the water, it's not unheard of for stings to occur on the beach as well. Despite their notorious reputation, many species of stonefish are edible to humans if properly prepared, and are considered a delicacy in some parts of Asia, including Japan and China. So, have you figured out the type of camouflage a zebra uses? Though it may be hard to believe, the wavy lines of a zebra blend in with the wavy lines of the tall grass. This is called dazzle camouflage. Who knew? Time to step back out into the light, folks. There's no need to hide. If you're looking to escape a little longer, however, why not check out some of our other great videos over at The Richest? We'll never hide from our amazing subscribers. Haven't subscribed yet? It's not too late. Just click that subscribe button and off you go. Thanks for watching.